my way. What the hell just killed a parasaur? Oh, yeah, Ark comes alive. Thank you for that, by the way. Tell you what, it just sucks. What is up, everybody? It's Bloodstalker. Let me turn that music down. There we go. Let's try that again. What is up, everybody? It's Bloodstalker. We're back with something, well, for some of you guys, this is new. For some of the older folks on the channel, this is the old school stuff. Is that a mantis flying around? What in the hell? Okay, let's start it for a third time. We're on Ark. I figured I'd kind of hop on here with the expectation of the winter event coming out. And yeah, I wanted to get a base built and get some stuff done on here for the simple fact that, well, winter's coming on here. It's going to be the Christmas event. Now, the one thing about Ark I will honestly say is that the Christmas, the holiday events they do, man, they're so freaking cool. I mean, they really are. Go ahead and level up some stuff. I didn't think I had my stuff turned up that high. Let's learn some Ingram points. So for those of you who've been living under a rock for the last several years, or last year or so, this is Ark, Survival Evolved. This is a survival game, so in all fairness, it kind of fits with what we do on here. The game's pretty fun. I love playing Ark. I mean, this is like the first thing I ever really played on PCs. It kind of got me. It's not the first thing. Let me rephrase that. This is like the third game I ever got on Steam, and played the crap out of it. I was addicted to it. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird looking. I actually got Chuck. I got Jester, and I got Wedge. I got all of them playing it, and you know, we played on several servers for a little while. Played on one for the longest time until finally, you know, the server just kind of went down. They quit really messing around with stuff. Make sure he ain't coming after me. And so we kind of moved on, and then we talked about, you know, having a hosted server. Ooh, let me craft that pickaxe here, because we need something. I'm starving already. Jesus. I tell you, man. I don't miss these days. Get out of my way. What the hell just killed a parasaur? Oh, yeah, Ark comes alive. Thank you for that, by the way. Tell you what, it just sucks. Oh, Ark, all your infinite wisdom. Well, we won't be hungry anymore, at least. I could go get my stuff, which I really don't care about it. Actually, I think it's up here anyway. So yeah, I played Ark for a long time. I actually played on Xbox and on PC. I had a pretty good long series, but actually the channel actually started out on Xbox, where I did I did a Let's Play series on it. Nowadays, just kind of, I'd post stuff here and there. And I wanted to see what you guys thought about, if you wanted to see more Ark or wanted to see it come back to the channel. And it would not be as extensive as it was, where I did nothing but Ark content, because that's pretty much all I ever did for the longest time. I don't want to get back into that, because I like playing Subsistence. I really like playing a lot of those games. I mean, I like playing Ark just by myself, you know, not really recording, because it's a fun game. Shit. Damn crazy ass parasaurs. They're everywhere too. Make sure he ain't gonna come after me. So yeah, we're gonna have to kill something here. We need food. Hit you in the butt. Come on, dude. So yeah, I'm playing modded. I do have, like I said, I've got several mods on here. I put a lot of them on here. I like playing modded Ark. Playing vanilla Ark is just really, If you never played it, I suggest playing it just so you can learn the game. Because if you play with a bunch of mods, you won't have a clue to what's going on. It'll be foreign to you, and it'll be too hard to really try to learning the game. Well, you just do not want to die. Because, I mean, you look at this. I mean, this dude's like, what, level 380? That's not normal in Ark. He sure the hell don't want to die, does he? At least these guys don't attack back. Come on, I just need some food. Finally. Alright, I know I need to get warm soon. Man, what? Where the hell am I? I should be on the North Island, am I? Oh, damn map's all jacked up. Alright, that should give us some levels. Get my weight up, get some melee damage up, and get some movement speed up. Oh, I hate that crap. I always do that. So let's see here. Go ahead and learn some of the basics real quick. As you can tell, I've got my ini file modded too as well. So we need to get something going here. Let's see here. So where I want to build that should be right up here. Yeah, I've got my I play with adjusted settings. I'm playing on my local game. The reason I'm playing on here just to screw around, like I said, we do have our own server for Ark. We just don't turn it up. We actually have our own server. We can play anything on, whatever we want to create. And so Chuck G.I. he hosts it out of his house. And this isn't something like we lease from somebody or pay for. It's just we have a server. It's kind of cool in that sense. It's actually really cool for the simple fact that, man, I'm like on the other side. Here it is. That's where I want to get to, right up here. But we're talking about getting the server back up just to play on. And I kind of thought, well, you know, I wouldn't mind going back to playing some Ark every once in a while. I just don't know how viable it is. Because, I mean, like I said, my channel is different than what it was when it first started. We're a totally different community, totally different group. What the hell? Oh. That is one of the new dinos. Dude, those things are cool. See, I missed so much in the last updates. Mosa chops. Those things are just, they look like walruses almost, do they not? Those things are pretty cool. And see, that's another thing, is I missed so much of this game. I used to be so on top of updates. I used to be on top of everything. I knew what was going on, knew when it was happening. And, yeah, I mean, it was just the way it was. And nowadays, I have no idea what they've added. I couldn't tell you half the new dinos they brought out. I mean, it's just to the point where it's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm so far behind on the times, it's not even funny. But I don't want to be like that. I kind of want to stay up to date on the game because it should, I mean, technically, as of right now, next year, it's going to be releasing full. I mean, they're going to bring this out. It's going to be fully released. And finally, we'll know what the whole purpose of it is. And a lot of it has to do with being in tech tier now. Let's get us some armor. Get all that good stuff. We also need to make, just show all, make it easier. We need a pickaxe. No, I mean a hatchet. Go ahead and make a club. Make a couple of spears. Make some water skins, and then make a campfire. There we go. This game really is beautiful. I mean, that was one thing that really got me into this game. It's just the beauty of it all. You have to have a hell of a computer to run it, and it's still not 100% optimized. They've gotten it so much better optimized than what it used to be. I mean, I'm playing locally, so it puts a little bit more strain on your PC, and plus I'm playing heavily modded, so again, that puts a lot of stuff on there. Now, some of the mods I'm playing with are, like I said, Ark Comes Alive, which Ark Comes Alive, if you guys are familiar with it, I mean, you guys probably know all this. Do me a favor, leave something in the comments and let me know what you guys know about Ark and who all plays it in there. I know, like Shane's Division, Raftercraft, a lot of those guys play Ark on Xbox, so they know a lot about it. But some of my newer subscribers, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, ever played it. What's your thoughts on it? I mean, honestly, and I'm not a fan, I'm not trying to be like a fanboy with it, but this is like my ultimate top #1 game ever I've ever played. And I'm honestly going to tell you why. This game in itself has so much that to offer. I mean, it's very complex and it's very simple in its own right. You have a lot of options concerning whether you want to how you want to play it. Do you want to play it PvP, PvE? I will say the one drawback to this game is the PvP system. PvP on official servers is kind of broken. When it comes to PvP, I think Rust probably has the best system in a sense, because I mean it's nothing but a PvP game. The reason I say it has the best system is the fact that pretty much once you you have a wipe every 2 weeks. I mean, you kind of reset the game. You force people to restart, and it's not hard to get up to what you do. You know, you just do what you got to do and get going from there. Let's get some water too. This game in itself, I mean, there's a Spino just right out there. That is not cool. I mean, look at the water. And look at underwater. Spino's fighting with some sharks, megalodons. Now, one mod I do have on here too, though, is the nautical mod that adds a submarine and all that stuff in there. And I've never played with it on center map, and I've never really explored the depths of the center map oceans. And this map, man, this is probably the best map for the game. It's the best optimized. It's the best. It's the most beautiful. The color and everything's good to it. I mean, it's pretty good. And just to show you, let me show you guys real quick. I'm running it all epic. I mean, I pretty much got everything on. I mean. I mean, the only thing I keep sky quality, ground clutter, and ground clutter distance down. But I got mesh. I mean, I've got everything maxed, and this is on my 380, my R9 380 4 gig card. I mean, by no means, like again, I always say, I'm not pushing like a high end. I get that stuttering every once in a while, and that has to do with the simple fact of loading stuff starting to load in or whatnot. Did I not turn that on? You're gonna cook the hard way there, buddy. You just gonna chill by the fire? Sure, go for it. Alright, let's grab some wood. So, but yeah, the reason I'm doing this video is just kind of talk to you guys. I'm gonna play a little bit. We'll kind of goof around, but I'm not gonna get. Whoa, where's dude running from? You alright there, buddy? Wonder what you tame them with. Surely not berries. Dude, I mean, just look at them. Look how sleek they are. And this is why I like this game is, man, a raw fish. I mean, look at the. I mean, look. It's awesome. I mean, they've introduced so many new dinos to this game since I started playing it. They've done so much. There's been so many updates. They've added so much stuff. I mean, this map right here actually started out as a mod map, and then, you know, basically they bought it. They paid the guy who made it, and they added it in, and it's raining now. And this is one thing, the thunderstorms and stuff. If I had sky quality on, you'd see it get dark. Ooh. But like the lightning strikes and stuff, they actually took the lightning from this map and put it onto the regular island map. And look at that volcanic island over here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Smoke just coming up, rising. Yeah, I'm a fanboy. Okay, just get over it. I mean, this game in itself is awesome. I mean, it can be very painstaking, very fun, but the cool thing is, I mean, you get back to where you're at. I mean, there are some things you'll lose if you get good items or whatnot, but for the most part, if you lose something, it's not the end of the world like some games. Oh, what'd you have in your inventory there, buddy? Oh, nerdy glasses. Hell yeah, I'll take those. Well, I gotta take them here. Okay. I don't want none of you, dude. And see, the art comes alive makes it where you can passive tame all this stuff. Dude, what is your deal? So you got a trinket, you can just passively tame it, which is kind of nice. All right, let's put our nerdy glasses on. Check it out. Isn't that cool? That's what I like about. Shit, wrong button. That's one thing I like about the Art Comes Alive mod, is the fact that, is that dropped yet? Is the fact that it adds in all those hard to find things like that, specialty items. Oh, there's a Quetz up there too. Well, he just disappeared. Oh, there he is. He got a render distance. That's what. Oh, no, those things. This map made it easier to catch Quetzes too, because you could just fly around, land on one of the taller rocks, and their pathing is not near as high. And there's a lot more higher points on this map to shoot them from, so you could knock them down. As a solo player, you could get one. On my Xbox, it took me forever to get one. And I mean, I had my Xbox settings turned up like dino, like your dino stats, where like they did less, the wild dinos took less torpor, and I increased the damage, and I carried around a scorpion, and I scorpion tamed one, carrying one around on Argent, and that was like, I was so happy to do it. It was such a low level quetz, but once you got one quetz, you could get a lot. You just made a quetzal cage, and you just captured them and tamed them on your other quetz. So, oh, the good old days. I mean, I've done so much with this game. I mean, that's one reason why I kind of stepped away from it for a while. But like I said, I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are, because you guys drive the channel. You guys drive what you want to see on here, because I can sit here and play whatever I want, and the reality is, if it's not something you guys are interested in, I'm just making videos for myself. And I don't do that. I mean, I like to make videos for you guys. I like to entertain you guys. I mean, and you know, getting out of Ark was a hard thing for me at first, until I stopped just playing it. And so I think I can balance it out better, because I lived and breathed this game. I mean, literally, I'd come home and I'd play like 4 or 5 hours, and this is back before I wasn't even recording. I mean, I'd put a video out like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I wouldn't play my Xbox Ark that much, because it was like, you know, I left it where it was. I might do a little bit of stuff off camera, but I mean, before they added some of the features in Xbox, you couldn't really tweak it much. You could get like the highest gather rate, you could get a 6, and so I grinded out that game. And if you go back and, I mean, I'm encouraging you, go back and watch some of my older videos of Ark on Xbox, and you'll see the difference. I mean, you'll see like some of the stuff I did, it was insane. I mean, I would grind for 3 or 4 hours just to be able to make a 30-minute video, if that, or a 25-minute video, and be able to show off what I did. And I mean, it was insane, dude. It was literally insane. Alright, so we got a sleeping bag. Let's put one of these down. I made another fire too, didn't I? Alright, let's put you... I don't know where I'm going to build my base at. I'm probably going to build like just a little shop base, and I want to build... I always wanted to build up here. Clear all this out and just build it, because this is cool. Down here you got this little cove. I want to wall that off, close all this off, and build down in here actually. But this is like infest. I don't know. On Ark Comes Alive, I don't know how bad it is, but on regular Ark it gets infested with megalodons and now stingrays and manas and all that stuff. And it's enough to make you just go nuts. Ooh, took a little damage. So anyway, like I said, we're going to get a little shop up. I'm going to gather some, and then we're going to talk some more. So you guys don't go anywhere. You just hang right out. Alright. We have a base now. And I wanted to kind of like... Yeah. So, I wanted to basically not waste your time watching this. And it bugs the crap out of me right there, that little gap. We'll fix that when I go to convert over to stone. The best thing to do though is, I mean, until you get all the stone Ingrams learned, just build in wood, because you get experience. You level up faster that way. Bottom line. I mean, we don't have anything in this base yet, but eventually we will. And I mean, that's just the goal right now. But I wanted to throw up a base, come back and see what you guys are thinking about how this game goes. Now, for those of you who ever played it, I mean, you know what you need to do. Again, I'm playing higher gather rate. And I mean, just to give you an example, on a normal server, you might get, chopping down a tree, you might get enough wood to maybe make a wall. Maybe. You might be short a little bit. So you can't build real big bases. You can't really do a whole lot of anything on a unofficial server. Sometimes they run little events where it's 2 times gather, things of that nature. But for the most part, I mean, it is what it is. That's why I don't play on there. Let's just get all this stuff out of here. The building mechanic in this game is not too bad. It is wonky in that aspect. Oh, 1 piece of charcoal, really? But I mean, the thing about it is the fact that it's a fun game. I mean, you can, like I said, they've got all sorts of mods, and I encourage you guys, if you never played it, go out to the Steam store and just kind of look at it and go to the workshop. It's a heavily supported workshop. They encourage, I mean, matter of fact, the Arc Dev team, they encourage you guys to mod this game and do all sorts of crazy stuff. Now, kind of back, what I was going to cover now is kind of like the mods we got on here. And I can show you some of them because we've got enough levels now. But, like, if you're running modded, you have your normal Ingram list right here. And then at the very bottom is all the modded stuff. And, like, if you see this stuff costs 0, some mods do that because they know there's a limited amount of Ingrams. Arc is made to encourage you to play with other people in that aspect. The reason being is you can't learn everything in this game by yourself. On a regular server, you just can't. Bottom line, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it does kind of suck in the aspect that if you can't play with somebody, or you do play with somebody, you basically can't do anything with them until they're online. So that kind of ruins a little bit of that. This is an awesome mod, the Kibble vending machine. So when you tame a dino, and some of you, like I said, if you guys know about this stuff, let me know. I can go more in depth explaining it to you. But the mods we're running on here, like I said, the top mod is Ark Comes Alive, which is like there used to be a mod called Ark or Anunnaki Genesis, and what it did was it added tiers of dinos. So you had like poison dinos, you had fire-based dinos, you had the bosses, you had like wardens you could fight, and then you could summon a chief ward. I mean, you could do all this crazy stuff. And it added a whole new level of gameplay to this. It added so much to it. I mean, like an insane amount of stuff to it. And then you also had like different armor tiers and things of that nature. Better drops out of the things, stuff like that. Well, I guess some arguments, or I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't know all the details, but the group who created Anunnaki Genesis split off, and Ark Comes Alive came out of it. And it's similar but different. You have like harvesting dinos. You have more understandable names of what they do. I don't know, like that green, like this is one of them. We'll run down here. See the green guy here, the Packy. So he does, instead of doing like damage, he does more topor damage to a dino. So they're good to use to tame with. They have pteranodons like that. Like this is just a plain vanilla pteranodon. Actually, it's pretty low level too. Now another thing is, well, he's running for his life. They changed the color of the dinos. You got parasaurs, crazy ass parasaurs. Well, you want to go, bro? Yeah. Look at you. There's a poison pteranodon right there. So it adds so much more to it. It adds different taming mechanics like this, where you can, all of them are like, a dodo is a passive tame. Well, no, it wasn't. But it adds passive tames to like dodos, herbivores, basically. I don't think you can passive tame a trike. Yeah, you can't. You have to knock this dude out. Now, this is a harvesting trike. So these do more harvesting, so they get a bonus to harvesting stuff. So it's kind of cool in that aspect. Another mod I've got is, of course, the meat spoiler. God, that thing's so awesome. I just like the music to it the most. You just put raw meat in there and it spoils it fast. So if you want to make narcotics. Let's see, what else we running? The nautical mod. Oh, I wanted a stack mod, of course. That's why it reduces the weight and it allows you to stack up to 10K. Now, you're like, well, that's kind of silly. No, in Ark, wood, stone, I believe thatch, hide, flint, all stacks to 100 normally, and like hide will stack to 200, fiber to 200, a couple other things to 200, but yeah, so you end up having to make a big base to store everything. So it gets kind of annoying in that sense. With the stack mod, I only need a couple storage chests and I can store everything in the game pretty much I need, unless it comes to armor, because armor doesn't stack. But I mean, you end up having like 1 or 2 storage chests for resources, and it's easier to go through that way than it is to grab like, oh, I need a couple thousand stone to make this, and you're just like picking stack. So yeah, that's what's nice about a stack mod. So I'm a big believer in stack mods. When Scorched Earth came out, it took forever for mods to be able to work on it, so none of them did. And especially on Scorched Earth, which we'll play on that too. That's another thing. You guys tell me, do you want to see Scorched Earth? Do you want to see Center, the Island? Do you want to see some of the modded maps? Do you even want to see Ark, period? Would you like say, nah, we can do without the Ark. We can go watch Slipgator, some of the other guys that do Ark and whatnot. It's up to you guys. You guys tell me, because like I said, I'm all game for it. I'm going to get back into playing it, but I can play it. This will be my time game. I don't mind that. So, but I wanted to introduce you guys, some of you guys, to Ark, because I don't know if you've ever played it or not. When it comes to like a survival game, this game is hardcore in the beginning. I mean, you saw me die, and that was to a parasaur. The cool thing though is, once you get going, you don't die as much. You're still going to die though. You're going to lose dinos, and that's why I like playing modded, because it's easier to get them back. You have the kibble vending machine. You have ways of taming them faster. Because trying to tame like a T-Rex on a regular server, a high-level one, it's going to take you hours. I mean, literally hours of playing the game. And that is my biggest complaint about Ark. It shouldn't take you 3 or 4 hours to tame a Bronto on your server when you want to play, because that's all you're going to do. You don't have time to do anything else. And it kind of takes away from the game, to me. I mean, getting to endgame in this, if you tweak it too much, can ruin you too, though. I think that's what happened to Chug, is we got to endgame on our server too fast. But we also never really did anything. We didn't do the caves. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. We didn't do a lot of stuff. We never fought in the boss arenas. I mean, we never really got organized enough to do all that stuff. So, yeah. There is an endgame to this, though. But no one knows what the story is. But eventually in the next month or two, they're going to start really dropping some hardcore updates. The armor tech tier's coming out. They're going to start getting ready for the full release of it. I mean, it's on PlayStation now, and I think part of that agreement was that the game would be done. I mean, I don't know if that's the case or not, because PlayStation does not do early access. I don't know if you know that, but they are not very big proponents of early access on their PlayStation. So I mean, that's one of the reasons why they kept telling them no on all that for the longest time. So, in that aspect, it is what it is. Let's get that fireplace. But Ark is a fun game, and I know I probably just keep saying that over and over again. I really love this game. I mean, I can't express to you how much I love it. And just some good old-fashioned playing Ark, taming some dinos, just causing some mischief and mayhem, going and having fun and exploring. I love to do that, so we'll put our fire right over here. Get us some more food cooking up. Just get that done with. And that's another thing. Meat would only stack to 20. And there's this thing called prime meat. And prime meat does not stack in the regular Ark. It goes to 1 and it spoils fast. So if you want to prime meat tame something, you got to get it down, then have somebody watch it, then be able to have the ability to go after something that gives prime meat. So, yeah, it's a thing. So, Alright, folks, I think I've talked your ears off enough. That's all I got for you today. Again, I'm serious about the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Have you played Ark? Have you checked it out? If you have, what was your hesitation for it? You know, is it because it's a taxing game? I mean, you let me know. I'm kind of curious about that. There's a lot of packies over here. And so, I'll leave it at that, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't a really enthralling and exciting episode, but, you know, I'm doing the best I can. I will make this fun, I promise. I didn't want to put a lot of effort into it and you guys be like, we don't want to see that crap. So, be honest with me. Give some feedback. I know you guys are good at it. But that's all I got, man. Till next time, I've been Bloodstalker. This has been Ark Survival Evolved. And I just J-whistled nothing there because I don't have a dyno. But as always, let me get zoomed in a little bit better here. Check out my nerdy glasses. As always, peace out, y'all.